Let's go on a reading adventure and start to explore dangerous ways of jungle or the fields full of snow. Books are filled with endless knowledge. Let's dive right in a world of so many unknowns. Let's go and start exploring. Be a leaf explorer, dive with the fish underwater. Be a leaf explorer by taking a trip into the forest. It's so much fun to be a leaf explorer.
Greetings, Leaf Explorers! Hi, I'm Katie. I'm one of the expedition leaders here at Leaf Explorers, and I'm so excited that you're here. This is actually the first time that you'll be tuning in live from my cabin. Well, not live, we're recording this, but I'm so excited that you're here. I actually decorated just for you when I heard you were going to be tuning in. I put up some of my beautiful plants, I put up some of our trinkets from expeditions, and then I also lit some lanterns so we have some nice ambiance for our read-along that we're gonna do in a few minutes. We are going to be reading The Treehouse Trio by Eresman today. I'm so excited. Have you ever gone to your backyard or a park and wondered, where do wildlife live? Or is there anything that I can do to help wildlife? Well, the Treehouse Trio has a little bit about that in it. It has some entrepreneurship or running your own business, and even some friendship thrown into the mix. So you ready? Let's read, explore, and play. The Treehouse Trio by Eresman. Harper loved her summers the most. She got to spend them with her two best friends coming up with crazy business ideas. Bridget was a math and science superstar. With the help of her trusted tablet, she could find the answer to just about anything. Mona was quirky, creative, and really good at drawing. Harper was the one with the vision and determination. Not to toot Harper's horn or my own horn, but she's wearing some overalls just like I am. She has really good taste. Together, they were the best team. Their talents would make their small town even better. Harper's special treehouse was the perfect place to start their new business. It's a really nice treehouse. Bridget came up with their first idea, a lemonade stand and bake sale. Harper's mom's famous chocolate chip cookies were sure to be a big hit. They sound delicious. Mona happily hummed along to the music in her headphones while she designed some bright, fun flyers. The grand opening was amazing. Everyone loved the girls' fresh squeezed lemonade and raved over their cookies. But just as Harper was handing a customer another delicious fresh baked cookie, a bird came out of nowhere. It swooped down and in a flurry of feathers escaped with the cookie. Oh no. Harper tried to shoo it away, but the horrible bird continued to dive at their table of treats. It scared away all their customers. "It's a black-capped chickadee," said Bridget matter-of-factly. Mona just grabbed a pencil and started sketching the bird perched in Harper's treehouse. Harper stomped her foot and crossed her arms. She didn't care what kind of bird it was. All that mattered was that it was ruining all their hard work. Mona came up with their next idea. She loved dogs and knew how much work they were for busy families, so she suggested they try a dog wash. But that horrible bird must have sent out a tweet to all of his animal friends. Bridget reported that a scurry of squirrels had moved in nearby. In case you didn't know, dogs and squirrels don't generally get along. The wet pups chased the pesky squirrels, then Mona chased the wet pups, and Bridget chased the soapy Mona. And Harper ended up soaked and disappointed. The chickadee's song sure sounded a lot like mockery to her. Not ready to give up, Harper came up with a third idea, a lawn and garden care business. But by that time, the treehouse had been completely taken over. My goodness, there's deer and a turtle on a swing. I would love to know how the turtle got up there. And raccoons on their porch, and butterflies and frogs. They're everywhere. There is a skulk of red foxes inside the treehouse, a gaze of raccoons on the balcony, and a colony of hares at the base of the tree trunk, said Bridget, her eyes big with excitement. And look, a knot of toads in the mossy area behind the ladder, and even a loveliness of ladybugs on Mona's art desk. Their treehouse now looked more like the park a few blocks away. Where are they coming from anyway? Mona wondered absently, drawing pictures of their uninvited guests. Harper tried to shoo them away, but they weren't budging. How are we ever going to come up with a successful business with all these animals in our way? She despaired. She tried to hold back tears as she thought about giving up on her dream. Never give up on your dream. It'll work out. Mona put down her drawing tools and gave Harper a big hug. It's gonna be okay, Harper. We'll find a way to fix this, don't worry, she said. But how? Huffed Harper. She glared at the chickadee. Chickadees love maple trees, so it might be happier in the park, Bridget offered. But when they got to the park, they were greeted with a face full of dust from tractors. The noise was deafening, and many of the trees had even been dug up. Well, that explains why all the animals moved into our treehouse, Mona coughed. She pulled out her sketchbook once again. This is horrible, Harper realized. The animals were not pests that were out to wreck her businesses. They were helpless, displaced creatures. We need to help these animals find new homes. After doing some internet research, Bridget found a solution. If they worked really hard, they could build a special garden for wildlife right at the treehouse. They could even apply to have it certified as an official wildlife-friendly habitat. We just need to provide proper shelter areas, she explained. The next day, Bridget showed up with lots of fruit and berry-producing plants. Mona had already drawn up plans to build birdhouses and squirrel feeders. These gray tree squirrels require leaves and twigs to build a nest, or dray, explained Bridget. Mona and Harper rushed about, digging holes around the tree roots for the foxes and hares to use as burrows. Exhausted and nursing blistered fingers, they surveyed their hard work. Their garden was beautiful and filled with active animals and insects. It really is beautiful. They have apple trees, and it looks like tomatoes and lettuce. Tons of different food and plants that all the animals will love. Mona wandered off, cutting and pasting all the animal drawings that she had made onto a board. She scrawled some letters across the top. The Treehouse Trio Wildlife Garden. It wasn't the business Harper had imagined. It was even better. They went to hang the sign, and when they peeked inside the chickadee's nest, they discovered 3 small white eggs with brown speckles. Harper smiled with pride. Together, they had added this wonderful, safe space to their community. She pulled Bridget and Mona in for a big group hug. Let's hang the sign over next to the pond instead, she said. We don't want to disturb the chickadees. What an awesome book that was! I'm so excited. That was our first book of our read-along series here at my cabin at Leaf Explorers Base Camp. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you'd like to learn more about the Treehouse Trio or author Lauren Eresman, I'll throw it into the research notes or expedition description below so you can check them out. Also, this book is our featured book of our January expedition crates at Leaf Explorers. So if you'd like to check those out, go to leafexplorers.com. It has tons of information about our expedition crates, our authors, sneak peek for other months, other read-alongs, podcasts, educational materials, and more. This is the end of our first read-along. Thank you so much for tuning in. Other than that, go outside and read, explore, and play. Bye, explorers!